Right. Well, if you attend the 25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee, I guarantee things will be all right for you and your family, because you'll go home with a smile on your face, right?
Yes, indeed. Good morning, Gordy.
Yeah, Juliana, how you doing?
I'm fine.
You're directing this play.
Yes, I am. I've been having a wonderful time.
And you've got quite a cast, I understand.
I have a very talented cast. They have great voices, and they're funny and heartwarming, and it's just really been, the last 7 weeks have been really a good time.
This is a musical, and it's a comedy, right?
Yes, it is. It's about 8 or 9 years old. It got some Tony Awards, and it's really a delightful show.
Without letting the cat out of the bag, so to speak, can you tell us a little bit about it?
Sure. It's the story of the Putnam County Spelling Bee, and there is a group of young people who are in the finals, 6 of them, who are competing to win the bee and go to nationals. And they're in age range from like 8 to 11 or 12. And the thing is, though, that the kids are played by adults. Well, some people are adults, but
oh my.
I'm kidding. But no, everyone's gotten in touch with their inner child, and we've been having a really good time.
Now, a little bit later on in the show, we're going to give away some tickets, right?
Yes, we are.
So just want to forewarn people that we do have a little contest going so that you can win tickets, and it's going to be in that spelling bee theme.
Yes, we're going to ask you to spell a word.
Yeah, so if you're a good speller, well, you don't even have to be a good speller for this. But if you like to spell, I think it's cool that we're going to. Reliance Bank, by the way, Donahue's Greenhouse, Faribault Woolen Mill, Spectrum Reach, all sponsoring this.
Yes, they are, and we are very appreciative of their support.
25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee. So I take it that this was on the list of shows, obviously, that you wanted to do?
Right. It's a small musical, which is great for this time of year when everyone is so busy. And it fits really nicely on the Paradise stage.
Oh yeah, and there's not a bad seat in the house either if you've never been there. It's going to be warm this weekend. You can go to air-conditioned facility and be entertained.
They've made some improvements in the HVAC system there, and it will be cool.
When are the performances?
We open tomorrow night, don't we, guys?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, I'm here with Will McIntyre from the show and Nate Chesney. And we open on tomorrow, and then because of Heritage Days, the Saturday show is going to be at 2 o'clock. I'll have a special on that later that we can talk about, and then 2 o'clock on Sunday as well.
Oh, it is at 2 on Saturday.
Yes,
You said. Okay.
Yep.
Saturday, 2 Saturday and Sunday. So I misspoke earlier.
No, so you can go to the parade, hang around, come over to Heritage Days, visit the booths, have something to eat, and hang around for the parade at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, what a great idea.
Make a day of it.
I like your game plan.
Yeah.
25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee. We have to take a break, get our opening market report. Can you quickly, I think you did tell us who else is here.
Yes, Will McIntyre, who's playing the part of Barfay, William Barfay, and Nate Chesney, who's playing Chip Tolatino.
Wow, what a cool name.
Yes.
I love that name, Chip Tolatino. I might just change my name right now.
He's a returning champion to the bee.
Oh,
yes.
Reigning champ.
Yeah.
Awesome. You had some hard words in this?
Yes, I do.
To spell?
Huh?
Hard words to spell?
Yes, very, very hard words.
Yeah. Half these words I've never heard of.
You get audience participation in that part? Or
there are, yes, we get 4 volunteers from the audience every night to come up on stage and spell words with us.
That'll be fun.
You want to come be a guest speller?
I don't know. We'll see how busy I am.
I'll talk to you about it later.
No, I got a game today, and if things work out well and Lakeville North is in the state championship, we'll be doing that on Saturday night, and we're at Target Field.
Oh, that'll be fun.
So that will be fun, if, the Panthers can get there. That's who we're following. They play St. Michael Albertville. We'll get underway about 12:20 at 12:30 first pitch this afternoon. Right now, let's get that opening market report, a service of your KDHL Agri Boosters, and then we'll have some of the cast members, and we have a special, very special guest of one of the cast members who's with us. I'm going to try and see if we can get him to make his radio debut here on the mighty 920 KDHL. He's a baseball player too, so he's already near and dear to my heart. Let's get that opening market report. The 25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee. Juliana Skluzacek is the director. They are performing again. You want to run down those performance dates?
Yes, we open tomorrow night. So come along, and then afterwards there's an opening night reception, so free wine and free food.
That's the time to go. That's it.
Yes,
No-brainer.
absolutely. And then Saturday afternoon at 2, Sunday at 2. Next week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday at 7:30, and then we close up on the 24th at 2 o'clock. Another Sunday matinee.
People will enjoy themselves at this play.
They will laugh a lot and then really enjoy the music and the dance and the actors who are playing kids. It's really a good time.
And you won't have to think too much other than when you spell stuff.
Right, and let's, most of the time I'm just sitting there going, what? They got me up on stage to be a guest speller last night. It was just not good. I think the cast enjoyed seeing me stumble up there. So.
Oh yeah, did they pick really hard words for you?
Yes.
Like?
I can't even remember, they were so hard.
Words that you would never use.
Onaker was one of them. I don't know. One of them I didn't think I spelled right, but he said I did.
Oh,
so.
okay. Well, that's cool. So again, this is at the Paradise Center for the Arts, 321 Central Avenue here in Faribault. So we want to talk about who wrote this. You said it won some Tony Awards.
The book won Tony Awards. That means, the story itself, which is really delightful. And the story of these 6 kids who all have a challenge about themselves, because they're young, and everyone has a moment on this stage where they kind of show the audience their heart, and if and you will be able to identify with one of these kids. Something about them will make you think of when you were a child, and you'll go, oh, So
To remind you of yourself or some good friend of
yeah,
yours.
absolutely.
Or maybe some kid that wasn't a friend of yours.
Exactly. There are some not very likable people in the show.
You're
2 of them
kidding.
are to my right.
Are you serious?
Well, they get there. They become likable, but Will here is playing William Barfay, who has a most unusual way of spelling words. You want to tell him what it is, Will?
Yes, so when I spell words, I use my foot and I spell it on the ground. That way I know exactly what I'm going to say out loud so I don't mess up. I call it my magic foot.
That is different. So how old are you in the play?
We think my character is one of the older ones, so maybe 10, 11, or 12.
So can you relate to this kid?
Yes and no. A lot of his characteristics are things that I relate to, but a lot of them are not what I relate to.
What don't you relate to?
He's kind of a jerk, and I was not a jerk when I was a little kid, so...
You weren't? Never? Ever?
Never.
Well, I think he's driven. A lot of these kids are pushed by their parents to excel and be
Oh, sure.
perfect.
Oh.
And I think that kind of Barfay's thing is that he's, pushed by his parents to excel, and he doesn't want to fail.
So how do you do a character if there's a portion of the character you can't relate to? I mean, that must be hard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know, I think I just, look at the mean kids that I
Knew
growing up, I don't know.
Okay, well that makes sense, doesn't
Yeah.
it? I think that makes perfect sense. And this other gentleman, he plays?
Nate Chesney plays Chip.
Yes, I play Chip Tolentino.
Oh yeah, the cool name, Chip Tolentino.
That's right.
Isn't that a cool name?
Yeah, it's a wicked cool name.
I think so too.
A lot cooler than Nate Chesney.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So tell me about Chip.
Chip Tolentino, he won the previous Spelling Bee the previous year. So he's back as the reigning champ.
Is he kind of full of himself?
Oh, very full of himself, yeah.
Because of that.
Yep.
He went to nationals and didn't do very well at nationals.
Yeah.
He fell on his face at nationals. Huh?
Yeah.
A way to go, Chip.
It happens,
So he's out to prove himself this year.
And he got
right.
tripped up on the word horse at nationals.
No.
I don't know what word he
I
got
don't
tripped
know.
up in. He's always getting hard words.
Yeah. No, and Chip, he's a typical 12-year-old boy. He's going through a lot of the issues that a boy that age may be going through.
Yeah, that's a tough time. I
Yep.
do remember 12 was a tough time.
Yep.
And you got your son with you here today.
My soon-to-be stepson, actually, yeah, Landon, who is does a lot of plays in the basement. So I thought it'd be cool for him to come check this out, see what this is
Check
all
out the
about.
radio station.
Yep.
But we can't convince him that talking on the radio is a good thing.
Not yet,
Yeah. Maybe next year.
maybe.
So the other people in the show are, we've got 3 newcomers with us. Will started out with Merlin Players when he was about 10. And Samuel Temple started out when he was 9 years old. And so when these guys walked into auditions, they just blew me away. I was like, when did this happen? You guys all grew up and you're so talented with these wonderful voices. It was really fun. And our 3 new people to this show are Heather Burke, who is from Owatonna, who plays Rona, and Alicia Farrar, who's from the Dodge Center area, who's playing Marcy, and Johnny Esch, who is playing Paunch, and they're all new to us. And then also Taylor Heitman is from the Northfield area, and she's been in shows with us before. She was in Cabaret last summer. She plays Olive, a very sweet kind of lost girl who neither one of her parents have made it to the Bee. So she's one of these kids whose parents are separated, and she's kind of on her own,
Yeah.
emotionally. And then there's Maria Markman, who's been on our stage before, who's from Faribault here, and is quite wonderful as Logan, and we called Schwartzy. And she plays a girl who is driven by her parents to be the best and to win the Bee. So these kids are all, and it says something about, in America, about our emphasis on winners, Schwartzy has a song that she sings when she goes out of the Bee, which is We Hate Losers, which is very poignant, and, so there's just some wonderful moments there. Very, very fun, but yet tinged with some real life stuff.
So there is a little drama involved in this.
A little bit, yeah. Not enough to, disturb anybody, but
Yeah, no, it's definitely more of a comedy than anything. You get those light moments where you start to feel a little bit for the characters, but no, you jump out of those pretty quickly.
Do you like doing these kind of shows?
I do. This is actually the second time I've done this show. So this is the second time I've done this part.
Oh, okay. Where else did you do this?
I did this in Bemidji, actually.
at Paul Bunyan.
Yep, at Paul Bunyan.
How'd that go?
It went really well.
It was well received.
Oh, very
People
well.
loved it.
Oh, yes.
Packed houses every night.
Just about every night, yeah. And it's because the word spreads. The show it's legitimately fantastic. It's hilarious, especially with members of this cast. I mean, Johnny is the guy who does a lot of the words, and so he gives them out, and
He's got a very dry sense of delivery.
It's fantastic. It is truly hilarious.
And one of the things that, like Samuel Temple plays a character called Leaf Coney Bear, and he's a kid that comes from a large family, and his family, his siblings and stuff, don't think he's very bright, but he turns out to be whip smart. And so he becomes newly confident about himself. He sings a song about "I'm not that smart," and then he finds out that he is that smart. So it's a great moment in the show, and I just every night there's something else. The music is hard. I mean, these guys are all singing 4-part harmony, just half a step away from each other sometimes, and so we've worked really hard on the harmonies. Kim Schaffenbiel's been our music director and has really driven them to perfection. So
There's some choreography, some dances too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
yeah, Sydney Place Sahlstrom did the choreography for us, and it's very lighthearted and very fun. So I think there's just hardly a dull moment in the show. There are no dull moments in the show.
No, there are none. I was going to correct you on that, so thank you.
Yes, there are no dull moments in the show.
Start to finish, action all the time.
Yes, and I sometimes think that I'm going to get bored with watching it every night, but I never do.
So you think this young man would like to play?
I think he'd love to play. Yeah.
He's 8.
Yeah.
8 years old.
Oh.
He's a snowman. 8.
Oh. Don't talk about snow. We had enough of that.
Oh, come on now.
Come on, you're going to jinx us.
Well, I guarantee you will not be snowed out on.
You
this
know
weekend.
what? I believe anything these days. We lost a performance of Barefoot in the Park. We lost a whole weekend in last October for Love Letters, and it's just,
Oh, I forgot about that.
yeah.
It's supposed to be warm this weekend, folks. This is air conditioned.
Yes,
So
it
should
is.
we try to give away the tickets?
Yes, let's give away 2 tickets, $32 value. So,
How cool is that?
should we have them spelled capybara? No.
No, too hard.
No. Gnocchi? No. What else? Catamaran? No. Okay. The first person to call and
334-0061.
you want to do it? Say it again.
334-0061.
The
Area
first-
code 507. And you're not eligible.
This is a legitimate word from the spelling bee. The first person to call in and spell cow.
Like the animal.
Yes.
Cow.
Moo.
Yeah. No, you can't spell moo. You got to spell cow.
You have to spell cow.
I can tell you it's 3 letters. Right?
No helping.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just want to give away the
Gee,
tickets.
way to go,
I love giving stuff
Gordy.
away. 334-0061. Call that number and you can get yourself. It's a pair of tickets, right?
Right. For opening weekend.
This weekend. So you could go tomorrow night and have free food and drink
Yes,
and not have to pay a dime other than the gas to get there.
that's right.
Or if you live nearby, you can walk there.
I do want to warn people that the vintage car show is downtown tomorrow night.
That's true. I forgot about that.
And so you might want to come early, check out all the great cars, and you'll probably need to park on back of the theater down a block or so. It won't be too bad.
No, it's not that big a deal. We park right in front of the station here.
Oh, you couldn't you?
Mm.
Yeah.
Here, right in front or across the street.
Yeah. Walk for a block or two, and then you can go over to the fair and eat anything you want.
Do you know what's on the menu for your free food?
I don't. I'm not in charge. I try not to be in charge of everything.
Yeah.
So, but I'm sure it'll be good.
The 25th Annual Putnam County Spelling Bee.
And then I'll be announcing next season as well on opening night for the Merlin players.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
You don't want to share it with us here. You want to do it there.
I think I'm going to make people wait.
That's a good idea.
It's a little tease.
I know. But I will tell you we're doing the holiday show this year, and we're going to do Santa Diaries too.
This
All right.
person, we got a master
Who's
speller
our speller?
Here. Connie DeGrew the Faribault.
Okay.
And this is for any show on the opening weekend, right?
Right. So, Connie, what you want to do is call the Paradise and reserve your seats. I will leave your comp tickets for you at the front desk with your name on them.
Under KDHL?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So hear that, Connie? KDHL comp tickets. You just show up whatever day you're going to do this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
It's opening weekend.
Right.
So it's tomorrow night?
At
Saturday,
7:30.
or Sunday afternoon.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I'd say either come down tomorrow night and enjoy the vintage car display, or come on Saturday and stay downtown and go to the carnival and eat great junk food and go to the parade afterwards.
That's a good idea.
And
I'll
it's
be
all
honest.
happening here in Faribault, isn't it?
If the Panthers of Lakeville North are not playing for a state championship, I'll
Oh.
be at the parade announcing over by now Ivy Hill Senior Care. Used to be Parker Cole Funeral Home.
Yes, you always announce a parade. What are you going to do if you can't be there?
Well, we've got a game. We got a backup plan.
Do you have a backup plan? Okay.
Backup
All right.
plan. If I can't make her, somebody else will be there.
Is that me? Am I the backup plan?
Oh no, I didn't think of you. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Next year.
You really want to announce the parade?
Of course I do. I've got the face for radio, so it works pretty well.
Not really. So, with that thought in mind, you guys aren't in the parade, are you?
No, we're not this year. It's just really too hard after doing, the show to ask the actors to go over there and walk in the parade for
Especially
an hour
when
or
it's
so.
90 some degrees.
Yeah, exactly. So we're not doing the parade this year.
But who doesn't love a parade?
This parade is very, very fun. So, and people, I cannot believe in Faribault they put out their chairs the night before and they're
gosh.
ready to go, man.
That's true of most parades. No damn days, they put them out like the day before.
Oh, do they really?
Yeah.
In Morristown?
Because I was over there doing a show promoting, the damn days parade, and there were people already setting up their chairs on their lawns day before.
So.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
So, where are you from, Nate?
I'm from Owatonna.
You're a Husky?
Yeah.
Well, I'll be dad burned.
Come on, he's a nice guy, though.
Yeah, I'm sure he is. So does Owatonna have a big parade?
For
anything?
Well, they have on Saturday morning. They're having it's the Wanger Band Festival.
Yeah, the marching band festival.
And there'll be like over 20 bands in town, and it's a big.
Are we talking this weekend?
Yeah, Saturday morning.
Well, they should have gotten these guys and gals in the Heritage Days parade.
Yeah.
We got a band contest going on in the parade,
Oh, do they? Well, I think that
The winner gets
you
money,
march twice. But what?
I think the winning band gets some money or something.
Oh, and it's possible the OHS band is in it. I don't know. I just know that there's 20 bands coming to Owatonna, and they'll be judged, and it's a big, huge festival, and you can't drive any place downtown on Saturday.
So
But
this
it's
has been
fun.
going on a few years.
I think it's like the 8th or 9th year. Yeah, it's a big deal.
So what school did you go to, young man?
I currently go to Bethlehem Academy in Faribault.
Oh, you're still a student?
Yeah. Yep.
So you'll be a senior?
Yes.
That's just a guess on my part.
Yep.
Have you done much theater at BA?
Yeah. Since 7th grade, I've been a part of each show. We do one show a year.
What was your show this last year?
It was called Give My Regards to Broadway.
Well, who
He
doesn't
had a
know
lead. He
that?
was wonderful. I went to see him.
Really?
Yes.
And that's where you said that guy's going to be in the Putnam County play.
I was hoping he would audition. Yes. And so I'm not kidding you. These voices are amazing in the show. They really, really are.
So, I don't know, maybe you don't even want to reveal this. But if you have an idea for an actor, do you call them and say, I'd really like to see you audition, or do you not?
Merlin Players is not a community theater, so I
Right.
do often precast people. Nate was precast for the show when I was thinking about doing it, and I know he'd done it before, and I talked to him, and he said, yeah, I'll do it again. I said, okay.
This the same character?
Yes, same character.
Yeah. Mhm.
Did you ever have any thought of doing a different character? Just
Yeah, I did. I thought about actually wanting to do the role that Johnny's doing, Punch, because
Okay.
it's just a really, really funny role. But I don't know. I like singing on stage a lot, so
And so Johnny doesn't sing.
Johnny sings very, very little.
Okay.
Because his time is taken up by being hilarious. So
Yeah, Nate is part of the trio that I really love, which is the I Love You song that Olive's parents, he doubles back as Olive's father, and Heather Burke plays Olive's mother, and they have this trio song that's amazing, that's so gorgeous. And
Right in the middle of this comedy, there's this gorgeous song.
yeah, absolutely.
Interesting.
And then Will here is part of the the climax number of the show, which they're all singing about winning, and he and Olive are. Oh, and I can't say that. I don't want you have to come and see who wins. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
yeah, I'm gonna cut you off, Juliana. Stop talking.
Yeah. Stop talking about the plot.
I hope Connie DeGrood was listening a bit earlier, because we just wanted to know how to get her tickets. Again, she just shows up and says, I got the KDHL comp tickets.
Or she can call and make reservations.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
let's see here. The phone number is
332-7372. Box office opens at noon today.
Well, I'm glad you remembered that. I just got my eyeballs on the number.
Ah, Well, it's in my brain. I've been,
That's fine.
giving it for 10 years. So.
Now, the Merlin Players does draw because you have so many cast members from all over the area. It's just kind of great, isn't it? You got
Yes.
Dodge Center and Northfield and Kenyon and Faribault all represented, Owatonna.
And we do have our actors come in sometimes from the Twin Cities and everything, and so we're more of a regional theater, and so we get an audience that's from the area as well, and it's just a lot of fun, and I think that we do good work. So.
Oh, I don't think there's any question about that. 507-332-7372 is the box office phone number, and as Juliana said, the box office opening at noon. Will be open until 8 tonight, right?
Yes, and you can also get them online now from the Merlin Players.
That's right, I forgot.
ParadiseCenterForTheArts.org. You can go there and buy the tickets online, so you don't even have to call on the telephone anymore. And
you pick your seats then too online?
Yes, pick your own seat, and it's a really trouble-free, hassle-free way to reserve a ticket.
And there's not a bad seat in the house.
There isn't, and of course, for this show, we everyone's wearing microphones because we have a pit band, and they're actually upstairs in the balcony. And we balance the sound so that it all sounds really great.
Awesome. Have you done that before?
Yes, 1776 we put the pit band upstairs.
What drives that decision?
How big is this set? How much room do we have backstage? That kind of thing.
So this is a bigger set.
Well, it's back real far, so there really wasn't room to put the orchestra back there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And you got an awesome orchestra, I would guess.
Oh, they're really great players. I have 2 young women who come from the Twin Cities who between them play every single reed you can think of. Saxophone, clarinet, bass clarinet, flutes, piccolos. They're very talented.
You in the BA band?
Yes.
What instrument do you play?
I play very many instruments.
You do? You gonna be a band director someday or something?
I've considered it. I don't know, though.
Oh, that'd be awesome. We need more band directors.
Yes.
No, you gotta have good patience to be a band director.
He's figuring it out still.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I think Will would like to go into theater maybe as well. So.
I could see him on a sitcom.
Yeah. I told him, both he and Samuel, I said, when you guys get your Oscars, you better mention my name.
All right. We plumb run out of time.
Oh my gosh, we have.
Thanks for coming in. You're in tune to KDHL AM, Faribault, Minnesota. Talk to you later from CHS Field in St. Paul.